How you doing, YouTube? Masthead Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of double hazy hopeful goodness in the form of Masthead Brewing's Extra New England style double IPA Pale Ale. Yeah, Masthead run a couple of these things. And by these things I mean beers from this brewery from my boy Jared. He sent off a box of Ohio goodness, and I'm only in a little secret here. Masthead does not suck. So far, at least. We'll see what's what. Yeah, label-wise, it's kind of cool. I don't know what it is about it. Something. I dig it. As far as beer goes, it looks like a big old hazy. A little bit darker than what you'd come to expect, but yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, 8% alcohol by volume. Double dry hop was some of our favorite American hops to push flavor. They actually don't call out the hops on this. And this be like a week old at the time of filming, so definitely should be all the parts of vibrant. Yeah, looks like a big old hazy, rich orange core, just off white head, tight compact bubbles. It's got a nose. Yeah, that's the stuff. Grapefruit juice, really grindy, pithy, nice, delicious grapefruit juice with a little bit of peaches thrown in there for good measure. Not much as far as a green kind of bittering. Most of the bittering is like a pithy kind of bittering. Yeah, she smells nice, vibrant, fresh. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a good one. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. Yeah, it ends up being a little way more bitter than you thought it was going to be based off of the nose. I think that's a combination of that pithiness, that actual hop greenness coming to a head. It's kind of generic, but it's there, and a bit of carbonic acid. Much similar to the other one, to where it's actually present. The carbonic thing is there, but it's not as aggressive as a lot of breweries that really get heavy-handed with it. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's my favorite kind of note in a beer, but here it doesn't get in the way of a lot of the flavors that the beer is trying to throw off. Let's put it that way. Gobs and gobs of grapefruit. It leans heavily into citrus, but there's a really nice sweet peachiness to it too. Might even lean to a little bit kind of a really sweet kind of star fruit, kind of tropical fruit in there also. But it's citrus with that grapefruit leaning away. Peachiness, a little bit of that sweet kind of tropical fruit. So there's definitely multiple dimensions, layers to that kind of fruitiness. That hop, like I said, comes off as the green part comes off as like a generic green, not in a negative way. There's just not like a weediness or dankiness. It's just generic kind of hot pellet green. That little bit of carbonic on the end that actually, like I said, here doesn't necessarily detract from the beer. It doesn't add for me, but doesn't detract, so don't mind it all that much. Nice mouthfeel. I think this is a little bit colder than when I drink my IPAs out. I think it's at like spot on, like 45 degrees. I'm usually more around like 47 degrees on my IPAs, so it's going down a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner, but it's definitely not a thin mouthfeel, but I wouldn't confuse it with being dense or thick. I like it. I think it's tasty. It's sweet enough to get me excited, not too sweet, so I don't get like overly annoyed at it. Yeah, tasty, chuggable, drinkable. I'd be a fan. So yeah, it's vibrant, it's expressive, it's meaningful. It's not like afraid of itself. It has a personality. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? It's worthy of conversation, without a doubt. It's not going to be Mount Rushmore status. I reserve those for ones that really do me just a little bit better than this beer, and it's not so much that this beer isn't good, it's just that there's some really over-the-top good ones that really strike my heartstrings. Well, this one is tasty. It's not at that level. It's like a NBA All-Star guy who makes All-Stars, but then like at the end of the year they have like All NBA. A lot of those guys don't make that team. It's kind of like that kind of thing. Valued availability, no idea. If Jared wants to actually let us know what's what, or anybody out there in the Ohio way, let us know what's what when it comes to this beer, and leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like new school juice, not afraid of a little bit of bittering, and yeah, you just want well done beer. I mean, I like this. The people who aren't that susceptible or aren't that affected by the carbonic thing might even find this to be like their Mount Rushmore of beers. But I dig it. Think it's tasty. Think it's fun. I want to try it again. Fresh from the brewery. I have to take a trip to Ohio once all this COVID stuff blows over in 4 or 5 years. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. Hopefully enjoying a little hazy right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.